you ever felt completely lost trying to decide which real estate brokerage is right for you? If you've ever had that thought, well, then you're in the right place, because I'm gonna share with you my story and my personal journey on how I figured out which was the best fit for me. And it took quite some time for me to figure that out. But a couple years into my business, maybe a little bit before that, I was sitting outside of the real estate brokerage and I was looking at the building, just a little blank stare, just thinking, is this the right place for me? Is it giving me the right opportunities to grow? You know, I was still working a full-time job and I'm trying to find a balance so that I can break away. But I also needed that support, that deal flow, so that I could break away fully from my job and then go into a full-time real estate career. So that's why it started to dawn upon me that, am I in the right place? Am I getting the right support? Do I have the right tools, the right mentoring to make that switch? Spoiler alert, it wasn't. And if you've ever wondered about if the brokerage you're at is really the right place for you, then I'm gonna ask you this question. What's holding you back? Before we go any further, let me introduce myself. My name is James Hemphill Jr. I'm a licensed realtor, actually in Everett, Washington, just north of Seattle. And I'm a certified mentor as well and managing broker. And I just love what I do in my career. So when I made the switch over into full-time real estate, I was asking myself, how can I do more than just transact real estate? How can I be an impact on the business? Because as I got into the business, I was educating myself on a lot of the facts and the data around new agent starts. And it turns out that over 90% of agents fail within that first year. And it made me think, well, why is that? Why would an agent come into this industry after all the training, paying all the fees and startup costs, and then quit in a year? Kind of makes you think, right? Well, I did some thinking, because thinking about this from a very deep perspective, it's not that the agents don't want to be in the business, it's that they're not in the right place. I was at a small boutique brokerage, and at a boutique brokerage, you have to really work hard, or harder, should I say, to really emphasize you as the personal brand, because the brokerage, it being a small boutique, is not well known as compared to some of the other larger franchise brokerages. So that's the first thing that I would advise you to think about, is aligning yourself with the right brokerage. It's going to be aligned with your goals. Just a few moments ago, I asked you, what's holding you back from making that decision to make a switch, or to at least have that thought or that conversation within yourself as to, am I aligned with the right brokerage that's going to fit my goals, my needs, my desires? And that's the brokerage dilemma. Let me tell you about how I started in real estate. So I had gotten licensed. Again, I told you I was still working a full-time job. And my wife was so proud of me for making the decision to do something that's going to enhance our future tremendously. And she was just telling everybody at her job about it and whatnot. And it turns out that one of her employees actually was a daughter of a designated broker at a small boutique brokerage. And she just raved about me and said, well, he should meet my mom. And my mom talked to me about, you know, everything that I should be expecting or looking at with the business and whatnot. And, you know, quite frankly, I know that there's other brokerages out there, but this one was kind of convenient because it was kind of close to where I actually worked. So if I needed to get away for a meeting or something like that, I could easily just kind of tip out and then get back to work. And then that's what kind of made me decide on that brokerage. But also, that boutique brokerage was designed to give me really personalized care, a lot of hands-on nurturing, so that I could beat that odd of being one of those 90% that wash out within that first year. So that's what drew me in initially. But as I got more educated in the business and started to experience some of the challenges about competing against larger franchise brokerages in listing competitions, or when it comes to buyer representation, it made me start to think about, well, what if I had that brokerage that could give me more fuel to put on the fire and kind of propel my business in the right direction? That's when I started to give myself, you know, some permissions, if you will, to take a look at some other options, because nobody wants to be considered disloyal. You know, you come into an industry brand new, never been into real estate, never done anything, no family members or relatives have been in real estate before you. So when you first get in, you feel kind of that loyalty anchor holding you back, and you don't want to say, or you don't even want to look and see if there's a better option out there. Let's talk about the difference between a boutique brokerage or a corporate franchise, and then obviously now with the new trend of cloud-based brokerages. I personally work at a cloud-based brokerage right now, which is called EXP Realty. And the thing about boutique brokerage versus corporate brokerages or franchises is the fact that you do get that brick and mortar feel, just like a franchise brokerage. You can walk into a building and you can, we're having workspace. Sometimes you have to pay, additional fees for that or whatever for printers and office space and whatnot. But that's not the point. The point is that you can walk in, actually interact with somebody physically. A corporate brokerage, you have the same things, but you may have more people there, more staff. And, again, obviously, depending on what the structure is, you may have more fees. Cloud-based brokerages now take away that brick and mortar piece and give you a little bit more flexibility as you're working more in a virtual space. So that's a little bit about boutique versus franchise, corporate style brokerages and cloud-based brokerages. Just wanted to highlight a little bit of those pros and cons so that you can kind of get an idea about that. If you have any more questions about what's the difference between the three, give me a call, drop a comment. I'd love to have a chat with you about it, and let's just have a healthy dialogue. Back to my main topic about choosing a brokerage. What I learned is that choosing a brokerage is not just about their pitch. It's about aligning with your goals and values. That's the key piece. Now, you may be asking yourself, why did you make a move from the boutique brokerage to now a cloud-based brokerage? Well, let me tell you a story about how things were going as I went full-time into real estate and then transitioned into the cloud-based brokerage. So as I got more experience in real estate, I started to find that other agents would typically ask questions that I felt the broker or brokerage should have answered for them. And a lot of times I would be delegated or asked to give that explanation to some of those new agents. And when that happened, it just kind of sparked within me some of the things about my prior working experience, because I've always been in leadership roles. And so I said to myself, why can't I translate and transfer those skills over into real estate? And so that's what prompted me to get my managing broker license, so that I could be in a position where I could possibly run a physical location, or I just be in a position where I had increased knowledge about the industry and be able to better support those agents that were reaching out and asking questions. And as time went on, I was being groomed as an inspirational and motivational leader within the business so that I could help inspire that growth. Because, brokerages do need to recruit and retain and train talent. That's what keeps a brokerage alive. It's the people, it's the agents, it's you and I. We are the ones that make the business run. And so we need to have talent within the organization. We call it bench strength. And you want to make sure that you have somebody or a culture that's going to be able to lead and spark that growth or that idea or that mentality within the agents, so that everybody stays happy and they're thriving to make everything better for the collective whole. Let's talk about training programs and support systems for a minute. So your new agents are new agents. I was one of those at the time. And let's face it, you don't know what you don't know. You've gotten your license, you've been through that licensing process, and that's great. But does it really teach you what you need to know to do the job fully? You answer that question, but I can tell you right now, it's no. So when I'm thinking about being a managing broker, being able to use that skill, what happens if the brokerage goes away? Well, that's my situation. I didn't actually really move from one brokerage to the next. My brokerage actually shut down operations here locally, and so I had no place to operate. So then I had to go out and make that switch. I had to go out and interview new brokerages that I had never really thought to even think about aligning myself with. Quite frankly, I was being tainted that those were the enemy, so to speak. So I had to really take the blinders off and take a real objective look at what's out there for me. What other options are there? And so this is where I think you should think about what really is the key factors when making a switch. And it's really 5 things that you should be thinking about. Number 1 should be the commission structure. When you think about the work that you're putting in with your buyers and your seller clients, and at the end of the transaction, there's a commission or compensation that's going to be awarded to those agents that procured and supported those clients through the process. If you're not receiving an amount that's in alignment with your goals, that's something that you have to think about. Number 2, support and training. Again, I mentioned to you that I'm a managing broker, and when I came over to eXp, they've already had an established mentorship program that I could train in and then begin to train new agents, and it provides me with an opportunity to fuel my passion, my desire to coach and teach agents and making sure that the industry is being handled correctly. There's nothing worse than when you have a client that says they're going to work with you again once it's over with, but really when they do another transaction, they don't. Studies show that 88% of persons that have been surveyed said they would, but really only 12% do. So that's obviously a glaring defect in our business. It's a disconnect that lets us know that really we say we're going to do the right thing the right way, but we're really not meeting that standard. We're kind of missing the bar a little bit. Number 3, it is definitely going to be your company culture. Without culture, the business really cannot thrive. It's been said, shout out to Peter Drucker, that culture eats strategy for breakfast. And that's really true, because if you don't have the right culture, and it starts at the top and it works its way down throughout the entire organization, if you don't have the right culture, the business will not be as robust and have a long-standing, stable lifespan. Number 4, technology and tools. Now, we all know that there's a lot of technology out there, and one of the biggest conversational pieces around is AI. Will AI replace us? I don't think so, but I do believe that the agent that uses AI will replace you. And so technology and tools are really important. So if your brokerage doesn't have those right tools to support you in your business, and you have to go out and get those add-on pieces at an additional expense, that's something to consider. And number 5, it's going to be opportunities for growth. Without opportunities for growth, you're going to stagnate. And, if something's not moving or growing, it's going to die. And so those are the top 5 things that I would say that you should focus on: commission structure, support and training, company culture, technology and tools, and the opportunities for growth. Now, how did my decision to join eXp come into fruition? Quite frankly, I wasn't recruited. Yeah, believe it or not. I was working a transaction at my old brokerage, and I was a listing broker, and I was working with the buyer's agent who happened to be an eXp agent. And it happened to be something where I felt the experience was really, really good. Shout out to Charlene, so she's my sponsor. That's the one that I ended up, signing up to join eXp with. But the most important thing about that experience was that all she was doing was talking to me about what's your next level goals, what's your struggles, what's your pain points, what's the things that are lacking in your business that you'd like to see. Because let's face it, when's the last time you've been to a retirement party for a real estate agent? I'll wait. Yeah. Most of the time, us in this industry, we just work until we don't work anymore, because we really don't have an end game or end goal or a strategy in place to get to that end goal. And that's why joining eXp was such a great opportunity for me, because it provided so many benefits, so many opportunities. It aligned with all 5 of those key indicators. More than just working with someone who's got that right fit for you, right feel for you, because, the vibe does matter, because you want to make sure you're doing work with people that you actually enjoy doing work with. So let's talk about the growing trend of cloud-based brokerages in the real estate industry. It's a fact that when you have that traditional model, that old model, if you will, it costs a lot of money to run an actual physical location. You have to have the space, whether you're renting it or you develop your own space. Then all the infrastructure, all the bells and whistles that goes into running a brokerage, the desk, the computers, utilities, insurance, the staff. Again, eXp Realty is a cloud-based brokerage, and it provides us with a lot of opportunities to work in a virtual space versus a brick and mortar, having to commute to an office and whatnot. And you think about an office, there's so much expense. And, when you have that office expense, less money that can be given back to the agents for producing, that's, actually doing the work. And we'll explore more of these trends in another video, but I just wanted to touch bases on that a little bit, just so that you can kind of have an idea of the difference, again, a further explanation of the difference between, the boutique, the corporate franchise, and the cloud-based brokerage. Circling back to my experience with my boutique brokerage before I made the switch, and what that experience taught me, we should look beyond the next shiny thing. That's what us real estate agents are really susceptible to. Focus on what truly matters in a brokerage, and that's the culture in the community. I found this CoFounders Group, and that was another benefit that's also baked into how you join eXp matters more than just joining eXp. And I have, again, thank the CoFounders Group led by Michelle Wilson, because it just provides so much additional value, things that can really help me grow my business. And again, I'll share more about the CoFounders Group. There actually will be a link in the description that you can go and access, and you can research it more for yourself. There's a couple myths in the real estate industry about big brokerages versus the smaller boutique ones. And what I found is that with a virtual model like eXp Realty, where everyone can collaborate collectively in that virtual space, it removes the barrier for travel to meetings or other obligations. You can take a meeting in your car, at your home office, on your couch, or whatever. That's the most important thing. Even on vacation, I find that that's really important, because I really don't like to drive those distances in the morning when it's rush hour traffic, being in the office all day, then having to travel back. I prefer to be able to have access to those on-demand trainings or those virtual live meetings where I can get that information right away. The smaller brokerages, they just don't have that, but there is a benefit to a smaller brokerage, and it's that you can really focus on a niche market. So say you're in like an island or a vacation type community, that's a great opportunity for you to really use that to your benefit. So there's pros and cons to both. But again, I'd love to have a deeper conversation about what works best for you. And if you're on the fence about making a decision, who better to talk to than somebody who's actually been through it? Fair enough? So you've hung out with me this long, and I really appreciate that. I got some bonus content that's going to come up right behind this video, and I'd love it if you'd stay tuned to check it out. When it comes to the making of the decision to which brokerage to either join with or to make a switch to, reflect on your goals first. Always reflect on your goals. What's important to you? Because at the end of the day, that's who you're accountable to, yourself and your family. If it doesn't align with your goals, it's not going to be sustainable. Number two should be, make sure you do your research, understand what's going on. There's so much information out there. And I think sometimes, it kind of leads into, my third point, which talk to the agents that work there. I mean, the internet is flooded with information about what's better, what's not. Pick me. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about actually talking to the agents that actually work at these brokerages. If you want to talk to me about it, I would encourage it completely. Drop me a comment, and I will definitely get back to you so we can have a dialogue about what your goals are, what your needs are. Most importantly, my function within the company is mostly in that mentorship role. I'm still in active production, but mentorship is at the heart of what I do. I love to teach. I love to share my insights and knowledge with you. So if you're not getting the support that you need, and you're thinking about, I need some support, and I just don't really have the resources to go out and hire a big coach, contact me. We can work together, and we can craft out a plan that's going to be beneficial to you. And speaking of helping new agents, I can still remember the first time that I helped one of my mentees close their very first deal. They were just so elated, but most importantly, they were just like saying, thank you so much, because I couldn't have done this without your support and hands-on guidance all the way throughout the process. So that's what warms my heart. That's why I do what I do. That's why I'm passionate about what I do. And with that being said, that's what made me know that I was in the right place. So thank you again for watching. James Hemphill Jr., Realtor with eXp Realty. It's been a pleasure. Again, I hope you got value and benefit out of this video. Now stay tuned, because this bonus content is going to play right after this. Thank you so much. Take care.
Welcome to eXp, the cutting-edge real estate brokerage, a unique global community crafted and propelled by the efforts of our dedicated agents and partners. This innovative model is not just changing, it's revolutionizing the real estate landscape. Our agents don't just build their businesses, they're also given the chance to have equity in eXp World Holdings. In a world where technology has reshaped industries like entertainment, hospitality, and retail, real estate has also become significantly impacted in the most positive way imaginable. Traditional real estate models, often stuck in their ways, are now being challenged. With their top-down hierarchy, from the company to local offices, these conventional models have long focused more on the brokerage's brand than on the agents and their businesses. At eXp Realty, we're charting a new path. We've ditched outdated elements like franchises, geographical limits, physical offices, and unnecessary management layers. We put our agents at the center of their business, giving them equity and offering multiple streams of income. This is made possible through our immersive cloud office environment, where agents have round-the-clock access to advanced collaborative tools, coaching, and networking opportunities. eXp Realty is witnessing unprecedented, continuous year-over-year growth, aiming to grow its network to 1 million agents worldwide. This journey began in the United States and Canada, where, over a decade ago, eXp Realty refined its business model, setting a solid foundation for worldwide expansion. Today, the company's presence spans 6 continents, demonstrating its global influence. The organization's core values are integral to its culture, ensuring that every decision aligns with these principles. Flexibility is critical in their operations, allowing for timely adjustments to serve their agents and clients better. At the technological forefront, eXp Realty equips every agent with a state-of-the-art lead generation CRM system named KV Core. This system, which would cost a non-eXp agent over $5,000 annually, offers a behaviorally driven, personalized IDX website, CRM, and tools for email and text campaigns. This ensures agents are always in tune with their contacts' behaviors, aiding in more effective conversions and increased levels of production. eXp Realty also advocates a paperless environment with SkySlope, an integrated transaction management system. This platform enables agents to manage their business seamlessly and stay organized. Every crucial piece of data is consolidated into a single, detailed checklist, ensuring everything needed is at the agent's fingertips. In-house technology development is a priority for the company, highlighted by their back-office business intelligence center. This tool gives agents autonomy and comprehensive insight into various aspects of their business, including performance metrics, commissions, revenue sharing, equity awards, and transaction details. The eXp Marketing Center is a comprehensive resource for all your marketing needs. Whether creating a quick postcard or an elaborate presentation, the center offers over 5,000 marketing materials you can customize in just a few minutes. Additionally, when you list a new property in your MLS, the system automatically generates relevant marketing materials and sends them via email, streamlining your workflow. Welcome to eXp World, our innovative 3-dimensional cloud-based virtual office environment. This platform enables you to meet, learn, and collaborate with agents and staff from anywhere, as long as you have an internet connection. You can easily join meetings or training sessions using a phone, tablet, or computer. In eXp World, over 1,000 full-time staff members provide real-time, live support to agents. eXp World offers more than 80 hours of live training each week. These sessions focus on industry best practices, strategies for growing a profitable real estate business, professional development, and much more. The training is conducted by our experienced professionals, top-producing agents, and teams from across the globe, arming you as real estate professionals with extraordinary tools to elevate your real estate business. Agents at eXp Realty also have access to Workplace by Facebook. This dedicated and secure workspace lets you connect, communicate, and collaborate with other agents and eXp staff. It includes familiar Facebook features like news feeds, groups, messages, and events, making it easier to manage your tasks efficiently. Understanding the occasional need for physical office space, eXp provides every agent with a global membership to Regus shared offices and their new brand, Spaces. Regus has an extensive network with 3,000 locations in over 900 cities across 120 countries. At eXp, every agent can become a shareholder in eXp World Holdings. You can earn equity awards by achieving simple production milestones, such as closing your first transaction each year, reaching your annual cap, or when an agent you referred joins eXp and completes their first transaction. Our Agent Equity Program is designed to help agents prepare for retirement. You can allocate 5% of your gross commission per transaction towards purchasing company stock at a 5% discount. The company's ticker symbol is EXPI. Please note that specific stock awards are subject to vesting conditions. The Icon Agent Program at eXp is unparalleled in the industry. Our founder, Glenn Sanford, believes in rewarding top-producing agents for their contributions. You can qualify for Icon status by either paying $5,000 in post-cap transaction fees or achieving $500,000 in annual GCI with a minimum of 10 closed transactions. Once you achieve Icon status, you receive a return of your entire cap paid to eXp as company stock, effectively giving you a 100% commission split. One of the most exciting aspects of our compensation plan is our revenue sharing model, which allows for you to partner with eXp and build a monthly leveraged income by attracting productive agents to the company. A capping agent will pay $16,000 in commissions. The company will keep $8,000 for company expenses and distribute the remaining $8,000 as revenue share through 7 tiers. eXp pays out revenue share by basing all calculations on the revenue share pool, which represents 50% of company dollar they've committed to pay back out to agents as revenue share. This allows every eXp agent to have the good fortune of creating a stream of monthly income and getting paid like a broker without any of the disadvantages of being a broker, such as capital outlay, liability, or any of the wide range of management responsibilities. Our revenue share model is based on a total of 7 tiers, and here's how it works. Tier 1 represents the agents that you have personally attracted into the eXp organization, for which each of their transactions you receive 17.5% of the revenue share pool, which is deducted from eXp's 20% collected on all transactions. Once the agent reaches their annual cap, they earn 100% of their commissions, and your revenue share from their transactions ceases for that year. That is why the minimum guaranteed for a $16,000 capping agent is $1,400. However, your earning potential extends across 7 tiers, depending on the number of agents you attract and their productivity levels. For tiers 1, 2, and 3, there are 0 agent qualifying requirements to open these levels, making it easier than ever for agents to participate in revenue share and enjoy a leveraged income. On tiers 4 through 7, revenue share is contingent on how many producing agents you have personally attracted to the brokerage, making this the most leverageable model in the real estate industry. As a bonus, in the first year for any directly sponsored agent, the company will pay a whopping 50% of the revenue share pool, up to a maximum of $4,000 for a $16,000 capping agent, or $5,000 for a commercial $20,000 capping agent. eXp is the only brokerage offering a minimum guarantee for a capping agent while providing the highest payout of any brokerage for a first-year agent you directly sponsor. Any of the revenue share pool not paid out will be added back to level 1 through 3 payouts as an adjustment bonus on a monthly basis. So, let's go through a quick example of how you can create a monthly leveraged income through the revenue share program. Here's you. You personally attract 5 capping agents. Then each of those 5 agents attract 5 capping agents of their own, giving you 5 agents on tier 1 and 25 agents on tier 2. For the 5 capping agents on tier 1, you earn a minimum of $4,000 each for the first year, and for the 25 capping agents on tier 2, you earn a minimum of $1,600 each, giving you an annual leveraged income of $60,000. In addition, you will receive the monthly adjusted bonus on tiers 1 through 3. But note that these figures are based on each one of these agents' capping, which is approximately selling $2.7 million of real estate per year with an average commission of 3%. You can speak to an eXp agent or staff member for further explanation. The Pay Now feature is revolutionizing eXp agents' revenue share. Pay Now is a game changer that lets you withdraw from your anticipated next revenue share check for a nominal transaction fee. Express Offers is a revolutionary platform for homeowners looking for a hassle-free, quick sale option. This platform connects sellers with cash-paying institutional buyers, enabling swift transactions. Unlike other iBuyer platforms, Express Offers allows agents to earn commissions. At eXp, agents enjoy an equitable fee structure. There are no desk fees, royalty fees, or franchise fees. Every agent operates on an 80-20 commission split, capping annually at $16,000, after which they earn 100% commission for the rest of the year. Joining eXp is also financially accessible, with a mere $149 entry fee, including the first month's $85 per month technology fee. Transaction-wise, there's a $25 broker review fee and a $60 risk management fee, the latter capping at $750 annually. Furthermore, eXp has introduced a low-cost healthcare alternative for agents, complete with personalized virtual consultations to ensure the selection of suitable plans. eXp Realty's innovative approach and inclusive policies continue to drive its success, positioning it as the top independent brokerage in the U.S. based on closed transactions. This achievement underscores eXp's commitment to providing valuable and equitable opportunities for its agents. Assuming that your career in real estate is a significant part of your professional life, I'd like to present a few thought-provoking questions. Are you maximizing your income earning potential by keeping more of your hard-earned commissions, receiving equity or ownership in the brokerage firm that you're assisting to build, while having the opportunity to earn a monthly leveraged income and get paid like a broker without enduring any of the responsibilities of being a broker? Is your broker partner providing you state-of-the-art tools, systems, and support to ensure you are producing at the absolute highest level? And lastly, are you part of a brokerage network surrounded by some of the top producing agents around the globe that challenge you to be the very best version of yourself? Why not invest the time needed to simply explore if the fastest growing real estate company on the planet possibly aligns with the direction you would like to take your real estate career? I am confident in saying you will be happy that you did. For more information, reach out to the agent who shared this video with you. They can provide you with more insights and answer any questions.